Hello, and welcome back, excuse me, to Jeff Finnegan's Wake, the project where I, Jeff, read the book Finnegan's Wake to you one page at a time, one day at a time, put it up on the YouTubes for everyone to hear, which in reality means exactly no one hears, and that's okay. I do this because I love it. But Finnegan's Wake is a book by James Joyce, published originally 1939. We are on to page 177. We're just plowing right through this thing. It's about 620-some pages, so yeah, roughly a quarter of the way through it. So, well, more than a quarter. So, we're getting there. Page 177. Here we go. Waddle at his feet to stoke his energy of waiting, moaning feebly in Monkmarian monotheme, but tarned along and then a nation louder, while engaged in swallowing from a large ampuller, that his Padre's purgatory was more than a... Alright, I'm gonna make a decision right now that if I come across the N-word, which I just have, and you know what word I'm talking about. I said it once, like 100-some pages ago, and I felt really bad because I just don't want to say the word. I don't want to give it power, and I also don't want to be on tape saying the fucking word. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't need that. But mainly it's because I just, I'm not comfortable saying it. So I am going to just say, I'm going to say N-word. That's the decision, because I don't want to keep saying it. So, here we go. His Padre's purgatory was more than an N-word bloke could bear. Hemi-paralyzed by the Tong warfare and all the schmozzle, Daily Maily, full up lace, holy Maily, muzzle up joss, his cheeks and trousers changing color every time a gat croaked. How is that for low, ladies and gentlenuns? Why, dog of the Crostigans, whole continents rang with this Carocoran lowness. Shields of Orus in chems upon divans, revolted Stellas vespertine vesamong them, at a bare, mention of the scaly ribald exclaim, Poise! Excuse me. But would anyone, short of a madhouse, believe it? Neither of those clean little cherubim, Nero or no book is one stir, himself, ever nursed such a spoiled opinion of his monstrous marvelosity as did this mental and moral defective, here perhaps at the venescence of his lonest, who was known to gronked rather than gunnard upon one occasion, while drinking heavily of spirits to that interlocuteur a la terre and private privy secretary he used to pal around with in the cavejas, one Davy Brown Nowlin, his heaven-laid twin, this ham-boned dog poet, pseudoed himself under the hang name he gave himself of Bethel Gellert. In the porchway of a gypsy's bar, sorry about that shit too, Shem always blaspheming, so holy writ, Billy he would try, old Belly, to pay this one-man jack congregant of his 4 soups every lass of next mouth. Bolly, so sure as there's a tail on a comet, as a taste for Storic's 40 tooth, that is to stay, to listen out, 120 minis mo. Bully, his ballad imaginaire, which he was to be dubbed Wine, Women, and Water Clocks, or How a Guy Thinks and Fawks When He is Going Batty, by Maestre Seamus de la Plume, one of some most dreadful stuff in a murderous mirror hand, that he was a voop, pardon me, aware of no other shagspick, other Shekespeare, either prosaically unlike his polar and this shiz, or precisely the seams as whoops parn, as what he fancied or guessed the sames as he was himself, and that great scoot, duckings and thuggery, though he was fucks to fucks like a bunny boy Roger with all the tea shop. And that was page 177 of Finnegan's Wake. And, yeah. Good night.